In a small but bright and vibrant town called Meadowville, Ontario, there's a small clinic run by a very peculiar doctor. Unlike most doctors which work in hospitals or run their own private practices, this quack of a doc runs his business from his shabby apartment. Surprisingly, his apartment is much larger than most and holds more than just a room to sleep in, to cook in, or bathe in. He also has enough room for an examination room and a personal lab where he does legal medical examinations and procedures, as well as scientific experimentations. It is here on a lovely summer day where we follow his next patient and get an inside look of how he runs his little operation. Why do we need an inside scoop of this man's business? Well, the way he runs things is a little unorthodox, and that is why we're going in with this lovely young lady to find out more. She elegantly walks up to the empty front counter and rings the bell twice. Moments later, the doc of the hour makes his appearance. Hello, and welcome to my clinic. I am Dr. Tiberius Malcom. How can I be of service for you today? Medical or experimental? There is a difference, trust me. Also, please specify what your symptoms are, or the nature of your experimentation.
Hello, my name is Samantha. I am here because I was told that you're the best at dealing with things in a discreet manner. I am here for a full medical examination as well as an experiment of sort.
Very well. Before we move to my examination room, please fill out these 2 waiver forms. Please read in full and sign at the bottom along with the date. Should you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. The patient, now known as Samantha, takes the 2 forms, reads them, and signs them both without asking any questions, and returns them to Dr. Malcom. Her expediency leaves Dr. Malcom skeptical about this patient, but he still presses on. Thank you very much. One thing before we start. I take many alternative forms of payment for my services. Can you tell me how you'll be paying today? Is it by card, cash, equipment, supplies, or a favor?
A favor.
Excellent. Follow me to the examination room, where I'll be doing a full medical checkup as per your request. When we finish there, we'll go to my lab for your experiment. The 2 go into the examination room, where Dr. Malcom does a full checkup on Samantha. He draws blood, checks blood pressure, checks reflexes, listens for lungs, and a whole mess of other things. When done, they move to the other side of the clinic, to the lab, where they'll be doing Samantha's experiment. Alright, Samantha, it'll be a while before we get the results on your blood work. Until then, let us move on to your experiment. Please tell me what we'll be experimenting today.
Gladly. It's nothing crazy or fancy, but rather simple. I've been out of a relationship for a long while due to personal reasons. Naturally, I missed out on a lot of trends and changes that have happened in the dating sphere. Therefore, I would like our experiment to be a simple gesture that a couple would do on their first date or at the start of a dating relationship. A kiss.
Dr. Malcom tenses up and freezes upon hearing anything romantic being brought up, as well as the subject of the exchange of bodily fluids via mouth-to-mouth causes his skin to visibly crawl. He's uncomfortable knowing that he can't do this. Oh. Well, unfortunately, that is something that I cannot help you with.
What? Why not?
You see, the thing is... Gosh, this is rather embarrassing to admit to someone that I just gave a full medical examination to. But, you see, I'm a bit of a germaphobe. Yes, I know, it's a bit of a shocker, but I have a very good reason why I can do what I do without it bothering me so much. You see, I love all things medical and scientific. Therefore, I pull up my trousers and help those that need any medical attention. As for denying your experiment, there is another reason. I do not partake in acts of love, romance, or physical contact beyond medically necessary. So that is why we cannot go forward with your experiment. Now, I know that this leaves us in a bit of a pickle, but we still have to wait for the results of your blood work. They should come back in about 20 minutes, so if you want, you can wait in the lobby, and I'll be out as soon as possible when they're done. Dr. Malcom walks towards the door, as if Samantha would be so understanding and would comply with his reasoning for denying her experiment. What he didn't know was how tenacious Samantha could be. What a load of bull. I see why people mentioned in passing that I was wasting my time coming here. You're so full of crap, Dr. Tiberius Malcom. I beg your pardon?
Well, you say you're a germaphobe,
And yet you run a medical clinic where you treat people that come from all walks of life with various ailments, which is admirable. Why, thank you. But you can't also say that you love all things medical and scientific only to do half the job. Where's your scientific curiosity? Or your whimsy? I get that you may have your reasons for not wanting to do anything romantical, but that's not what I'm asking of you. Yes, I did say a kiss, but I didn't mean a full passionate kiss on the lips. Something simple, I said. Like a peck on the cheek, that's all. But if that's where you draw the line and call it there, then yeah, I stand by what I said earlier. You're full of crap. Oh, well, forgive my ignorance then. I do suppose that you have a valid point. Very well then. Seeing as how simple your experiment is, I'm going to allow it. Please take a seat on the nearest stool so that we may complete your experiment. Samantha smiles smugly and plops herself on the stool next to her. Dr. Malcom walks back to her, but does so in a repulsed manner. He begrudgingly gets ready for the experiment. All right, Samantha, I'm going to kiss you now. Dr. Malcom slowly brings his face close to Samantha's left cheek and readies to kiss it. He presses his lips out, ready to give a quick and easy peck. However, as Samantha waits, she notices that he is taking a rather long time to do so. She looks to see that while he nears her cheek, he is simultaneously pulling himself back while also keeping his eyes closed and gesturing his lips to the bottom corner of his mouth. She sees that he looks as if he's unsure of what he's doing, or that he is too disgusted to even try. Stop. Oh, thank God. To think I'd have to do something so disgusting. Exchanging bodily fluids via one mouth to another? Yuck. Samantha looks at Dr. Malcom, offended and baffled at how immature he is acting. Oh, no offense, dear. You're very attractive, but the mere thought of any physical contact repulses me. Do you have the slightest idea of how many germs any person could have at any given moment? I do, and let me tell you, it ain't small. But seeing as how I didn't hold my end of the deal, let me make it up to you by waiving the charge on your medical examination. How does that sound? Not good enough. Come again? I know I failed to hold up my end of the bargain, but I think I'm giving you a rather fair deal. What else can I do to rectify the situation? Simple. You have a front desk with no one attending it, and it just so happens that I need a job. One that doesn't need to pay me per se, but could rather compensate me in other ways, like free medical coverage perhaps? How does that sound? Well, I must say that you planned this right from the get-go, didn't you? Very well. You have bested me in a battle of wits. Therefore, I'm going to allow you a full-time, full medical expense coverage in lieu of payment position at my clinic. You start tomorrow at 8 a.m. Samantha smiles and cheers as she saunters out the door, thinking she got a steal of a deal. But little does she know how Dr. Malcom's clinic truly works. Oh, Samantha, one thing before you leave with that gleeful smile of yours. My clinic is on call 24/7, so should I get a call at, I don't know, 1:30 in the morning for an emergency medical treatment? I expect you to be here within minutes. Until tomorrow then, ta-ta!